So we are back again. uh, uh, well, look, I'm gonna express myself for 1 minute and then I'm gonna go to the video. Like, sorry, but I need to say stuff because I have no one to talk to. I feel like total crap. I feel like my insides are made of out of grass, black dark grass. Like, I mean, it's also so hot and it's so quiet. Like everything is so damn quiet, but everything feels like it's not quiet. It feels like there is sound in my head that says bad things to me, that I should die or I should jump from a building or something. I don't know. So we're gonna talk about mertens. As I promised, I won't talk more than a minute. So yeah. Also, here is the thing. Like just that. So yeah, I will talk about what I know. I'm not perfect. I don't know a lot of stuff, but I will talk about what I know, how I feel about things, and just express myself. So Finn Mertens is from Adventure Time. It's one of my most favorite shows out of all time, and I love it so much. Like I love that show a lot, a lot. So we're gonna talk about his character. First of all, I'm gonna add a new thing, that I will talk about, and I will say what it is. First of all, Finn was born in the land of humans, but he got lost because his dad got a problem with the gang and stuff. So he ended up at the land of Ooh. He was scared of water, as a kid. Maybe for the first part of the story, he was learning to be a hero, a responsibility of a hero. Even though the way he was being a hero wasn't a hero, he was influenced by Princess Bubblegum, who was an evil piece of shit, and I hate her. So his first of interest was Princess Bubblegum. She was a narcissist and stuff. The second one was Flame Princess, which was the reverse of him. She was kinda evil, but she had responsibilities and stuff. And he did her wrong, so changed and stuff. And the real one, uh, the one who became his wife, is Huntress Wizard. So yeah, that's his love stuff. Like the first one was more like the first of interest was the narcissistic love interest. We all know it, who can take no for a thing, manipulates and stuff. And the second one is the one that you clearly don't vibe with deep down, and you were a jerk back then. So yeah. And the third one is the one that understands you. You all understand each other. You don't label each other as girlfriend or boyfriend. You see each other as more as soulmates and stuff. So yeah, that's the point. Now I'm gonna talk about something that is the different sides of Finn. Like we see Finn as a hero who develops a morality by time, who doesn't beat up Ice King by time and stuff. But if Finn was raised in the far more dimension, he will be a villain. He didn't learn the lessons about being a hero. He was more like a farm boy, and that didn't turn out great. He got the ice crown, and the ice crown explains a lot about Finn. Like y'all don't get that point, but the ice crown doesn't turn you into something else. It brings a trauma you have and make it into something a lot more. And we understand that Finn got this far more. Finn wanted to rule the world and be the emperor. He didn't want to be another ice king. He wanted to be the emperor of ice. That's the point. He wanted to make an empire. Like that's what he wanted. He wanted to have more. He lost everything and he wanted to have more. and that's what Finn would turn out if he lived a different life. You get me? About Fern. Fern is basically Finn, but with a different move. What if Finn got replaced with another Finn? And that also made him bad, because when he lost everything that made him a hero, all he is, he turned out into a bad person, the Green Knight, which is a kind of reference to something in the Bible, I guess. So yeah, that's how he turned out into his supervillain era. Then got a redemption arc throughout, facing the thing that made him turn bad. But I think it's not that. I think Finn could either turn into a dark emperor if he was, if like he lost Jake from a young age, or lost Bimo, Jake, his family, everyone. He will turn into that, and if had the highest crown, he will turn into that. If our main Finn lost his identity and stuff, he will be, how can you say it, like a servant for the Gamboldia and stuff. Like, it all can happen. It's just diversions. It's kind of one of Finn themes, which is absurdity. Finn had a connection with absurdity that's super amazing. Let me explain how Finn and absurdity are similar to each other. So yeah, let's begin. I will explain Finn philosophy, as it is. I won't bring up philosophers and stuff and look so tough. So yeah. First of all, Finn begins as someone who is too basic, like just a kid, just wanting adventures, just wanting to have fun. But as he grows up, as he becomes a teenager, like, it was the whole thing with Flame Princess. It was just some innocent stuff, but it turned out so bad. So yeah, it made him feel so lonely and so sad for that reason. Finn was depressed around season 5 till season 6, and the episode where he lost his hand was something that broke him. He felt super depressed by it. He did the meaningless, absurd, freaky stuff, like, you all know what I mean. He got the thing with the that purple that purple hoe, I guess. So yeah, yeah. Damn, I don't mean damn. What the hell? I think I remembered something from my teenage years, or something. When I was a pure gunner, I remembered something when I was 14. I'm now 21, so it was from the past. I won't explain, and yeah. So yeah, let's get back into it. Damn, who is this? I don't know. I will see it later. So him becoming depressed, then kinda healing, from that, learning stuff, experiencing life. Finn realized that he can't stay without having a purpose or meaning for his life, even without, he can stay happy without being having a purpose or meaning. That's kind of a positive absurdity. When he get a purpose, he lives it. He just lives life. Like, he was more like trying to find meaning, understand stuff. He learned from Glub 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 that he should live his life, or I mean that the point is he should do something, in the end, and stop anything from happening. You all get me. You get my point. I hope you all get me. I am so tired. I made 4 videos at the same day. So yeah, him meeting Hunter's Wizard was something beautiful. Them not labeling each other, then they stayed like kind of friends but lovers and stuff. Like that's the point. It's just a connection, you know. It doesn't get cut just by not meeting. That's how love works, you know. Love is just when if you all don't talk for 2 weeks, it's normal, you know. Like imagine you get married and you have a job or something, and you need to leave the house for 2 weeks or something, and you be so busy. Love doesn't end because of that. Love never ends because someone doesn't give attention, because you give attention when you can, because life is full of responsibilities and struggles, and that's my understanding of it, you know. And I hope you all understand what I mean about how that works. So we can say that the Hunter's Wizard is Finn real love interest, you know. Flame Princess was just for the fun, you know, but it hurted him because he wanted to have her. Like Finn also got a problem that he wanted to have things, you know, which I talked about his farm world version, you know. He wanted to have things for himself, but in the end he learned to let go, let everything pass the way it is, and yeah. Then when Jake died, Finn was super broken about his friend death, and it made him into kind of a monster, you know. Like he kills his enemies and stuff, doesn't mercy them, and yeah, that's what happened to Finn. You know, he became like a Viking. He stayed nice to his friends, but deep down he was so broken by losing Jake. Which kind of we can understand there is a third path. Instead of being like Ice Finn or Fern, he can be a total Viking, you know. So yeah, but by time he understood that from Fiona that Huntress loves him, that her actions shows that he loves him, you know, she saved him. He still hoped that she told him. Well, yeah, she told him, you know, she learned how to express from her Hunter Caesar learned how to express herself, you know, and that was great. You know, that was a good happy ending for Finn. Well, before he died, when he was old. So yeah, what else? Let me see. I hope I feel like I left something for. So yeah, wait. So yeah, I think I explained what I need to explain. I think I forgot something, but I don't know what it is. Like yeah.